Good morning from sunny Florida. Not so sunny here right now. It's very cold. Alright, today is going to be a busy day. Hope that's not too loud for you guys. It's cold. My plants need some warmth. I really need to turn the heater on. The dehydrator didn't quite do its job last night. Look at this piece of... I'm just gonna lay down because it got a little cold. It's fine. I hope. Let's see. I sold 2 boxes of plant cuttings. I've got to take those cuttings. I need to get them wrapped up in some damp sphagnum moss, sealed in some plastic baggies, find a box, wrap those in more things to help keep it insulated because it is cold. And both of the orders are upstate. So one's New York, one's Indiana. I'm assuming very cold right now. I do not have the ability to provide heat packs in my boxes yet. I'm working on that. So I'm going to do my very best to try to make sure that there's some kind of warmth and insulation in there before sending them off. And we got to go to the post office, get those sent out. I've got to go to the bank, get my new credit card. And I'm also going to go to the woods today and try to get some sweet tooth hedgehog mushrooms before their season is over. I want to get some of those dehydrated and in jars before I lose the ability to do that. They're a very seasonal mushroom. Yeah, so far that's it. I mean, I have a lot more to do, but a lot of stuff is like just work on the phone and things like that. I do need to list, there are 2 pairs of shoes and a shirt that I want to get listed on Mercari for sale. And then I can't really think of what else. Everything's written down in the house. Plants are so weird, you guys. These 2 pots got left here basically and just ignored. And the pothos is, you know, it's hanging on, but I haven't watered these or anything. Look at this cebu blue. Just loving life. I mean, it looks dead up here, but it's vining and putting off all kinds of beautiful leaves. Despite the fact that it hasn't been watered, it's been cold, it's been neglected, it's just acting like it's putting off new growth. It's crazy. But let me pay attention to that plant and it's gonna die. Like this one over here that I've actually watered recently. Yeah, that's the same plant. Okay, I'm sorry if it's loud. I turned on the heater. We need a little more heat. I'm trying to find my scissors. See my cutters. I guess I could just use those. Ugh. Oh my goodness. I found these big, very big pine cones. Well, I say very big. I know there's much bigger out there. When I was walking with my boys last weekend, collected a few. This is the size of the ones we have growing in the yard compared to the ones we found on the walk. Okay, so I've got my cutters. I need to sanitize them before I take any of these cuts. Hopefully the heaters are not too loud for you, but they probably are, and I apologize. I just got to get it warmed up out here enough. My peace lily is so dramatic. Maybe I should take it in the house, but it's variegated, and I know if you don't have high enough light, the variegation could revert, but it just hasn't been too happy out here in the shed so far. Someone asked specifically for variegated peace lily cuttings. It's so weird how the spots on this one is turning a very, very vibrant rust color. I mean, this is what it normally looks like, but here at the top, I don't know if they fade down. This is a new plant to me. I need to get some cuttings off of this guy. Let's see what else. Lipstick plant was one of them. Clearly, my memory is shot. I think, okay, cebu blue, global green, Manjula, Adnasonii, Baltic blue, Begonia maculata, golden pothos. I can't remember what all I had listed there. I've only got to pick 5 cuttings. I like to send extras because it's always a nice surprise when people get more than they thought they were getting. So Alright, I thought I was going to take these cuttings with you guys on camera, but it's proving to be a little difficult. I've actually got to go back in the house and get some baggies and find some boxes appropriate for this, and I guess I'll come back to you when I have all the cuttings and stuff. Okay, so I've got 16 individual plant cuttings here. In the description it says 5. They're going to get 8 each. Okay, I turned off the heat for the sake of the video so you guys could hear me. Alright, so I've got 2 boxes here. I've got some corrugated cardboard to help try to insulate. I've got 2 Ziploc bags, some tape, marker, and then another bag. I'm trying to do my best to insulate these guys. I've got my sphagnum moss here. We need to dampen this. I think that this and being sealed in the Ziploc bag is going to be the most beneficial. So let me get this going. The water in here is actually pretty cold, so I hope that doesn't affect too much. Oh, I also brought out, I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'll show you. So these little things here, we get in at the shop. They come around our Fuji flowers, or also known as kind of like spider mums, and they hold them together until we're ready to use them. I was thinking about trying to put my cuttings together. Let me grab some. If I can slip this over the stem. My fingers don't work, especially when I'm trying to move fast. If I can slip them over plant cuttings to protect the leaves, you know, I think that's a good idea. I think I'm gonna give that a try. And then they can just slip them off and ta-da, keep them intact. Let's do that. Okay, so this is the little bundle I created for the first order. They asked that it include a variegated prayer plant, which I'm probably gonna have to take off that listing because it's not growing very fast. I don't have a lot of nodes. And I don't want to be promising those out to people if I can't provide them. But, so this is the first little grouping. I think this is going to work good. Just sliding this over. They did want me to write everything down that was in here, in case they don't know what it is. So I will go ahead and do that as well. We have variegated Maranta, I have a neon pothos, a dark wing begonia. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different cuttings. Okay, and a big old thank you down at the bottom. I don't have the fancy stuff yet, but I'll get there one day. All right, so there's that. The cuttings, which need to go in the sphagnum moss. What did I do with my moss? Hello? Oh, it's behind my back. Definitely don't want the moss to be sopping wet. That would be bad. So I'm gonna wring them out as much as I can. I wish I had warm water to do this with. I feel like that would help with controlling the temperature inside the bag, but this is what we got. So this is what we're gonna use. So that's what we've got. Should fit in the box snugly, yes. Okay. Put my little note down there. I'm going to use some newspaper, insulation, and padding. Okay. Feels secure. Okay, so I've got another box I need to do. I'm not going to make you sit through that. I'm going to get this other one done, and then we will head into town. All right, we got both our packages ready to go to the post office. And, oh, then the bank. And I'm not even going to get dressed. I do have jeans on under my PJ pants, but it's quite cold. So they're just going to have to deal with me as is. just got those shipped out. Now I just gotta confirm in the app that they've been sent to the carrier. And that's all I gotta do. Wait for the buyer to rate me. That's it. So let's go to the bank. I'm not gonna show that. So the little issue I was having with the 2 cards showing up and the 2 separate balances has fixed itself. They were, I guess, merging or changing something, but it's fixed now. It's the issue that I'm waiting to be resolved now is the initial $375 that I loaded onto that savings secured card should be returned to my savings account, and it has not been yet. So I need to call the bank. I mean, I could have asked somebody in there, but I would have been waiting for about an hour, hour and a half. So I'm just going to call the bank and see if they can tell me when I can expect to have my deposit returned to me. But now we're going to go to the woods. So don't be fooled, guys. Sunny Florida is not always sunny. It's not always warm. And I've had plenty of people who live up north come to Florida and tell me that they didn't expect their winters to be this cold. Don't think you're gonna move to Florida and escape the winters. It's still cold here. Maybe you just don't get the snow and ice. I hope I haven't missed them. There's one. So they're still here, good. I only found 3 small ones at that first spot, but we're gonna go check another spot. It's so cold. You really start to think about all those poor people living on the streets. I don't know how they can sleep or just even survive in cold like this. I was just about to turn on camera and tell you guys how impossible this is gonna be. And I spotted this, so I'm pretty sure these are gonna be hedgehogs. Pretty sure. This is the spot. The cap color, oh yes. Oh yes. They smell so good. So sweet, so appetizing. Nice and firm, nice size. The last time I came out here they were quite small, so look at that, just gorgeous. So I hadn't shared with you guys this yet, but I guess I'll go ahead since you're here hanging out with me as I pick these. So the mushrooms obviously started off as a hobby, probably driven by my obsession with collecting things, my love for the outdoors, my desire for knowledge and self-sustainability, I'm guessing, but it has become more. So this is also another avenue for me to make a side income. I recently found a website, it's called Foraged, and it is a website for people who like to eat raw foods, wild foods. It connects people who like to eat those foods, mushrooms, berries, you know, any stuff like this. Like what I'm doing. There's a huge focus on mushrooms. It connects people who want to eat those things with people who find them. And so it's given me an opportunity to create a shop on Foraged where I can now sell these mushrooms that I'm finding and things like that, and it's really exciting. Now it's not just me coming out here picking these and putting them in jars to display on my shelf. I can actually make money doing this, and I really love that. All right, I don't think I could possibly fit any more in this bag. I'm gonna head back to the truck. I'm gonna go to the house. I'm gonna get these in the dehydrator so I don't waste them. And we'll see what else is on the agenda for today. So I'm gonna get these cleaned up and get them in my dehydrator. Figured I would try to show you what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna kind of clean up the cuts so that they look like that, and then place them upside down on my tray. I'm gonna do all my trays up and then we'll come back. Now that I've created even more of a mess, this is the tray that I'm not going to be selling. The tray that is optional for sale. So now I'm just going to get everything together, get that going. Oh, looks like they might be just about done. Still not quite crispy, so we'll let them go a little longer. I've got a very large mess out here. I've still got a few things I need to get done, But I think this video is probably long enough. I need to finish editing another video that's going up on my second channel, The Plant Room, so I can get that up. I've been editing that one for probably 2 weeks now. And then I need to edit this one so I can get it up on this channel. So a lot to do and only a few more hours of daylight left, so I better get busy. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If not, tell me how I can make it better. And until next time, this peace lily is so dramatic. So dramatic. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.